Hey everybody!
Hey
we are
Explorers!
live.
We are live. It is July 10th, 2019.
Wow, you're going back in time to the 1900s. Wow.
Oh my gosh, yes. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight on starting to get a little bit warmer here in the Central Valley. We're supposed to be up in the hundreds next week, but today,
what?
Yeah, we're supposed to be like 105, but for now, we're at 95 degrees, so pretty nice.
And, oh wow, I do see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't look at it. It'll just make it worse.
Highest is 106 on Saturday. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's just going to make it worse.
Scorcher. Stay inside.
Exactly. So thank you guys for joining us. I'm Derick.
And I'm Greggory.
Together we are D&G Explorers. And if you forget our names, I'm Little Explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
This week is going to be our cruise show. We're going to be discussing cruise stuff, but specifically, we're going to be discussing what
Disney cruise,
because there's actually been a lot of stuff that is going
on
with
that. Disney cruises.
Yeah. So in the meantime, Greg, say hello to the people that have joined us.
So we have Adventures of David and Aaron.
Welcome, guys.
We have NYC Rocks.
Ooh,
Danny McGlone.
Welcome, Danny.
Greg's Disney's Adventures. Pepper Tree Villa. And Jordan. And Ruth Voorhees and Kat Rose. So welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome. And Ruth, I heard some news about you that you recently got married. So congratulations.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Awesome.
And
hopefully that wasn't a secret.
And Jordan, all the way from Australia. So it
down
is
under.
So good to see you back on. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm trying to get into the video for some reason it didn't come up on my end.
I have it on mine, so I can see everybody.
I don't know.
Keystone 76 ARJ came on as well.
Welcome. So before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to Dean at thelifeplace.com. If you guys are looking for channels that go live, there is a list of them. These are family-friendly Disney channels. So definitely go on to the website. We're listed on that. So I want to give a shout out to Dean. And you guys check that out if you haven't already to see what other channels are going on specifically on what dates.
We also have Mike Wheeler, RobFuz just came on, Tom Henry, Mary Ellen Shaw. I think I said everybody so far, so welcome. Wow, my voice. RobFuz, I'm sorry, you only get to see like just the front part, but if I could like turn around maybe, there's like a whole picture on the back there. So I really wish that it was on the front, but oh well. And it actually is from the Disney Cruise Lines. I forgot all about that. We had these shirts, and Derick was saying, we're going to wear our Disney cruise shirts. I said, what are you talking about? I have no idea what shirt you're talking about. And then you described it. I'm like, oh.
Okay. You mean the black ones? I said, no, they're dark navy.
These look black. I'm sorry. Look, even on the screen, it looks like a black shirt.
It is. We also have.
So welcome, everybody.
MLB Destinations. She's been checking out our video, so thank you so much. We have Disney Nerd Herders are here. Mary Ellen Shaw is here. Thank you so much. And I know you already said it. Our power channel is RobFuz. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh, the air just went out. That means it's going to be really hot in here.
It's set to 79, so it'll go back on.
RobFuz said dark blue, and he agrees with me. At the back is better than the front sometimes. So yeah.
We are going to start a little bit about some Disney news. So we actually have found out that on July 7th, it was...
have our sailing modes.
Oh, yeah, so...
It's not real Dilly Dilly, but Dilly Dilly.
Dilly Dilly?
It's just vanilla Pepsi.
Dilly Dilly for tonight's show? How do you know there's not something in that vanilla Pepsi?
I didn't put anything in it, so if you're trying to spike my drink, I don't know what you're doing.
We
MLB Destinations just came on here. I don't think you said that.
Yes, I did. They were the ones I said were watching our videos.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
They're watching our Bliss ones. So the Disney Fantasy, now that Greg had a squirrel moment with me, has been having issues. Now, a lot of ships have been having mechanical issues the Disney Fantasy, which we are going to be going
which is
on
shocking to
in
me.
February 1st of next
I just
year.
heard about this news.
It is having problems, and it's only going at 9 knots. Now, most ships can cruise up to 22, I believe. I don't know what the normal cruising speed is, but on a letter that Greg's going to read, now this is a letter that was given to passengers on the ship. They had to bypass a port, so they didn't go up to
Falmouth, Jamaica.
Which I think in most cases people wouldn't mind if they didn't go and they had an extra sea day.
But they do get reimbursed.
Well, that's read that letter, Greg, because this is what they said and what they're going to do for the people.
So it says, dear guests, as we shared earlier today, due to a technical issue, the Disney Fantasy is sailing at a reduced rate of speed, and it is necessary for us to modify our itinerary. Our cruise staff has planned a magical day at sea for you tomorrow. We plan to arrive in Cozumel on Tuesday morning with a call on Grand Cayman on Wednesday and Castaway Cay on Friday. Unfortunately, we will no longer be able to visit Falmouth, Jamaica. Port fees for Falmouth, Jamaica will be refunded to your original form of payment, and any pre-reserved port adventures in Falmouth will automatically be removed from your cruise plans and refunded. We are working to accommodate guests with preserved port adventures in Cozumel and Grand Cayman, and will share more information when it's possible. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, and will provide each stateroom with $200 onboard credit. Wow. Which will appear on your folio by the end of the cruise, as well as a 20% discount on a future cruise. Because normally you only get, what, a 10% if you do it ahead of time?
Correct.
And then it just talks about redeeming your 20% future cruise and calling a specific number. We appreciate your understanding and are dedicated to ensuring that you and your family have an enjoyable vacation on board the Disney cruise. Sincerely, Cast and Cruise, Disney Cruise Line. Now that's the one that we're going on, so hopefully we're not only going 9 knots when we go. I'm sure it'll be fixed by next year in February.
And I don't know if you read it, but they were saying that it can't be used on holiday cruises.
It can't?
It cannot, but they have a year to redeem that. We also had Steve's World that joined us. Thank you so much. And I think you said Pepper Tree Villa. So if you guys weren't aware, we did get a chance to meet them. They're also California boys. We met them about an hour north of where we live. So it was great hanging out with them for the afternoon. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much. And you said Tom Henry is here. Tom Henry.
He said, so we now have 4 ships with propulsion issues. What is going on? Yes, it's really unfortunate, all these things coming up.
Tom Henry was the awesome gentleman that gave us this
Norwegian Bliss model.
This is the cruise ship that we went on. He actually went on it. He went through the Panama Canal, which was like a 15-day cruise.
Wow.
He picked this up for us. So thank you so much, Tom.
How far back was that?
Not too long ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's
awesome. Yeah.
Josh
and then
Odom just came.
Welcome, Josh.
And I think we've gotten everybody else, but welcome everybody.
Yes. RobFuz made a comment. He's going on the NCL Pearl, and that's also having issues. And that's the one that it's another Bon Jovi cruise. It's a specialty one. Now, he already went on the Jade out of Miami, and this one's going out of Barcelona, I believe. But they're having issues, and they had to cancel a cruise. In fact, right now it's canceled, and I'm not sure when it's going to be back. I think it's a couple of weeks, but they're going to take a little bit of time to get it going again. So a lot is happening with the cruise ships, and I'm surprised that it's Disney. We're going to try something, guys. So let me know if you guys continue to see us. But can you guys still see us? If you can let us know in the chat, because we can't see you. But if you guys can, or you can hear us or can't hear us, let us know in the chat. We will continue. So Disney announced, this was just, in fact, Pepper Tree Villa announced this today.
RobFuz said it's perfect. Okay. So it looks like they can see us. He said it looks great, sounds great.
Okay, perfect. So Travel and Pepper Tree Villa also announced this morning because they're doing July, which means every day they're going live. But Travel and Leisure names Disney Cruise Line top ocean cruise line in 2019's World's Best Awards. So readers have chosen Disney Cruise Line as #1 ocean line among those carrying 2,200 passengers or more. As part of the publication's World's Best Awards, readers were asked to rate cruise lines on their service, staterooms, food, destinations, excursions, and value. This award is an honor for our team, said Jeff Valle, president of Disney Cruise Line, or I don't know, I blow it no matter what his name is. It certainly is a testament to the one-of-a-kind entertainment and experiences available on our ships. But it also speaks to the attentive service and unforgettable moments delivered by our cast members and crew members. They are the secret to our magic, and this recognition goes to them. So that's awesome. We didn't look to see how some of the other cruise line rated, but when you think about Disney ships, I believe the newest one is a Fantasy, and that was from 2011. It's still an older ship, and for the cruise line with 4 ships no earlier than one of them is 20 years old, 21 years old, for them to be rated the best. That's pretty good for Disney to come across with that.
I don't know if you mentioned Disney Nerd Herders was here.
Yes.
I don't think I saw them before, but welcome. And I think we could have answered our own question because I can see us on here. So if I can see us, then they can see us. So hello, everybody.
All right, and that concludes our news.
That was during when you had that up.
Exactly.
So no picking your nose or anything when you do that because they can see us.
All right, so I think we're going to go right in. Do we have any questions, Greg, if you want to go through, do our... Oh, actually, you know what? I do want to bring some more things in. We got a card from the Disney Nerd Herders. So we had this. They were recently in Walt Disney World. Yeah, and I forgot to mention this last week, so I do apologize, guys. But it says, "Greetings from Disney World, Dilly Dilly Disney Nerd Herders." So thank you guys so much for thinking of us while you are having fun in the Magic Kingdom or the Kingdom of Magic.
It looks like people were leaving comments that they're, I don't know where they were at. I just saw that somebody said that they're excited for the new ships. And hopefully, I know I'm scrolling through everything.
Cat Rose asked, she asked, when are they building a new one? They are building it. They are going to be released, if you want to say it, launched 2021, 2022, and 2023. So they're releasing one for 3 years. We're really excited about D23 this year because we're going to go to it. We hope they announce some names to it.
MLB Destinations was the one that said, I'm so looking forward to the new Disney ships. But we haven't seen anything on D23 talking about anything cruise-wise. That Saturday, we're going to do the movie panel. Yes. Because we haven't heard anything about a cruise one. But Saturday is the day that we're going. So if they're not doing the cruise one, then I guess we'll have to wait and read about it later.
We're only going Saturday. And Jordan says she wished that they were going to Australia, which you never know. Now with them adding 3 ships, they might send one of the older ships, the Wonder. That's the only one that's been going through the Panama Canal. I could see them going over into Australia. So hopefully, cross our fingers for you.
I'm wondering what statues they're going to have for these new ships because every ship has a statue in the main staircase.
So get a little bit closer on that. Yeah.
We have that one and we have Donald.
This is from the Disney Magic. And then we have Admiral Donald. Is that what the name of him is?
Not sure.
MLB Destinations
is from the Disney Dream.
There you go. MLB Destinations is only 2 subscribers away from 100. So you guys, if you haven't checked them out, definitely help them get to 100 subscribers. Also, Jim from More Sunshine, please. He is so close to 400, you guys, and Jim is such an awesome person. So definitely help him get to 400, please.
Yes. Jamie's Life just came on.
Tom Henry.
What?
Tom Henry says, someone needs to send Derick an NCL laundry bag. Laugh out loud. So traveling with Bruce.
Do we need to do laundry or something?
No, traveling with Bruce received a laundry bag from the NCL.
Oh,
and so that's where that came from.
Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel.
Welcome, Sherry. Thank you so much.
Kathleen Mirkovich Robinson.
Welcome.
And Jamie's Life, I think I said earlier.
Jamie's Life. Welcome, guys. Thank you. Yes, let's get Jim to 400. All right. So where do we want to begin? Let me make sure I have my list ready to go. The list.
Well, you haven't really shown me anything, so I'm just going to wing it with what I know and what I remember.
We're in trouble.
No, not really.
All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about...
we're doing themes for Disney cruises.
Disney themes,
so that'll
yes.
be easy to do.
And we have 32 people watching. That is awesome. Thank you so much. 20.
Bob and Ashley just came on. Welcome, Bob and Ashley.
My eyes are failing me. 20 thumbs up. We had 1 thumbs down. We actually had 1 thumbs
before
down
the show started.
before the show. So I'm thinking, wow, are they already aware that we're going to have a bad show tonight? So let's give them a thumbs down. But it still counts as an engagement, so it is what it is. But thank you guys for watching us. We really appreciate it. So we're going to start with a Pirates Night.
Oops.
Disney Pirates Night. Yeah, you got your volume on again.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Put your volume down. So a Pirates Night is on just about every single Disney
They
cruise.
could have heard my Disney ringtone. It's the opening of every Disney movie. Scroll moment. But when you see the castle with the thing going over, it's the new one with the new looking castle and everything. And it has that theme music.
And Jordan is heading out. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And hope everything is going well for you over in Land from Down Under. So Pirates Night is a themed night, and it is on just about every Disney cruise.
It is every Disney cruise.
Well, when they go up to Alaska, they don't do Pirates of the Caribbean. They do Frozen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so and it makes sense because why would pirates be in Alaska?
Pirates could be anywhere. There could be buried treasure in Alaska. That's probably where most of the treasure is because people don't think it's going to be there when it really is there.
It's oil. That's their treasure. So some of the things we're going to actually in a couple of weeks, we are working on a new way to go live, especially when we go solo.
Like something in the ear because my nose keeps itching.
Squirrel. When we go live, we are going to be attempting to do a few different things to try to change our production a little bit. Thank you, RobFuz, for all your efforts in getting that. We were going to try it today. I just didn't feel comfortable. But what we're going to be doing, since we didn't experience a pirate night, we're going to show video, we're going to show pictures of what that actually looked like so you guys can get a better idea of the theming of it. So we won't really talk a whole lot about Pirate Night tonight, but
what? You have to talk about it some. You can't just start with it and then end it.
Not as much as what we're going to be showing in the future.
And just so you know, Cat Rose said gold was found in the Klondike up in Alaska.
That's right. How should I forget that? Scrooge McDuck made his money with gold in the Klondike. So how could I forget that?
So we did Pirate Night twice on the Disney Magic and the Disney Dream. The Disney Dream was a little interesting because it was during Halloween time. So they kind of just, people dressed up as what they wanted to dress up as. So I remember a little Maleficent running around, a little girl as Maleficent. I remember a Superman and a Robin. And when we went, the guy said, "There's Superman and his sidekick, Robin." And he said, "I guess I forgot that memo," or something like that. But that's my favorite superhero. That's Derick's favorite superhero. So what we were for each of our costumes. And we had some really fun, great pictures that came out. A lot of kids wanted to take pictures with us. So it was a lot of fun. We did what we wanted to do.
We thought, since it was going to be a Halloween cruise, we thought that it was going to be a lot of people dressing up. But people still dressed up in costumes.
Yeah.
People still dressed up more in the pirate outfits. There was a small percentage of people which actually dressed non-piratey. So I felt a little bit out of place at thinking, okay, why did we do this?
Fun. We made it our own.
Yeah,
so
but it was a good time, and people took pictures with us, and
yeah,
so it was good. We had a good time.
It's funny because kids took pictures with us on that cruise, and then also the Disney Magic when we did full-fledged pirate costumes. They took pictures with us on that cruise too. So we made sure it was okay with their parents and everything, and I mean, it was awesome. It was an awesome, fun experience.
I was going to bring our pirates hats in. I forgot. So we could put them on.
Oh, it's too warm for that right now, I think. But there's pictures on Facebook and the YouTube videos that you can enjoy.
So what you'll see, and when we come on, and maybe 2 weeks we'll do that one since we rotate, you'll see some of we didn't really participate in any photo opportunities, but they do have cast members that are going around. Jack Sparrow is around. They have the Disney characters in the pirate costumes, but what they do have is they have the themed they have the themed dinner, which is a pirate's dinner. So it's a menu specifically for that.
Yep.
Your dining is rotational. So it is one of them. When they go, like, for example, ours was in, on the last cruise, it was in the Animator's
Thank
Palette.
you, Ruth.
It was in the Animator's Palette. That night, they don't do the Animator's Palette show. And it's usually the Animator's Palette show would be, it's the restaurant you were the previous day without the show, and they change it to the Pirates Night, so you're not missing anything. And the whole staff is dressed up in pirates. They have the pirate show with it, and ours was at Animator's Palette, and you're smiling.
Because I'm just thinking, first I want to say they give you a cool Pirates of the Caribbean bandana for those that didn't get a costume, and you can tie it like over your head like a swashbuckler. But I had my pirate costume on at the Disney Magic, and I know he didn't mean to do it on purpose, but the drink guy, the guy that did our drinks, went to turn around and like smacked me right in the hat, like in the head, not my head, but in the hat. So I kind of like was knocked back a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I said, "No, it's okay. I know he really didn't mean to do that on purpose." So.
I said, I asked him if he could do it harder next time.
Whatever. But it was a lot of fun. So
yes. And NYC Rocks said they loved their Halloween cruise. Which one did you go on, NYC Rocks? I'm not sure. Was it a Disney one or was it a non-Disney? You might have said earlier, but I didn't see it.
Unofficial chat check. MLB Destination says, I have never dressed up for Pirates Night, but a lot of people do, and I love seeing all the costumes. It's amazing. It's a lot of fun, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a pirate costume. You know, do what you want to do, what makes you feel happy. And also Cat Rose said, why do they do rotational dining? Because they have 3 or 4 different themed rooms, at least 3, and your servers follow you through each room, and at one point you do the same room twice. So on your last night, whatever restaurant you were at that night, that's where you had breakfast the next morning before you leave or disembark from the ship. So we try to really milk that time and stay on the ship as long as we can before we have to sadly leave.
But it's just something different that Disney offers. The cool thing is your waiters, they do get to know what your likes are and your dislikes. We requested caviar. Did you just like spit ice out on the floor? We we requested.
It slipped right out of my mouth.
Did I say caviar? We requested escargot for every night.
We did try caviar once.
Yes,
not my thing.
That's another squirrel moment. But escargot, we asked for it. But if there's like sodas for your kids, because sodas are included, or just sodas in general, they'll know what you want and they'll have it for you. So that's the one good thing, is you get to know your waiters, and in a lot of cases you can build really good relationships for them. So that's just something that Disney offers. With them having 3 themed restaurants, for example, on Disney, on the Magic, they had Rapunzel's Royal Table. So that was a show that they had with Tangled.
It's an awesome show.
With Rapunzel, and I forgot what his name is. I forgot the guy's name.
Hold on. Eugene.
Was it Eugene?
Yes.
So they have a stage show and then they interact with the audience, and then they have the Animator's Palette, where in the middle of the show Mickey Mouse comes out. They play the music from Fantasmic, and then there was Lumiere's. But on our 5-night cruise, the way they did the rotation, we missed it because we went to Palo for our friend's birthday dinner.
But we did go to Lumiere's for breakfast, which wasn't the same experience, but it was still a very nice restaurant. What?
Pepper Tree Villa said caviar fishberry jam.
That sounds disgusting. I love seafood, but I would never try fishberry jam. Sorry.
We did try it.
No, that's not caviar. I would not call it that. They're just being funny.
So that's why Disney does it. It just makes it different, because we've now been to experience dining experiences on another cruise line, which was NCL, to know that their restaurants, the way they do it, is completely different. And so it's just one of the uniqueness of a Disney cruise is by doing that.
I think my favorite that every ship seems to have, I think they all have them, is the animator's palette, because the not the plates, but the pictures come to life, and they show like these key moments in movies that just make you want to start crying because they're emotional parts. So you're sitting here at dinner watching these parts of these movies, and they're emotional and sweet and, you know, exciting and stuff. And the way that they edit their videos, it just is very nostalgic and emotional. It's like your childhood and Disney movies and everything just floods your mind. So that's a lot of fun.
Midlife Crazy showed up. Welcome. And if I remember right, guys, you are going to be joining us with some other YouTubers on the Carnival Dark Side of Cruising panorama.
Bob and Ash. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Bob and Ashley said one day. Yes, you guys need to go on a Disney cruise one day, and hopefully it's sooner than later.
MLB Destinations asked, how was Palo? Now, we had a chance to experience, I don't know if Greg had just said this while I was paying attention to chat. I just
said we went.
We went to brunch when we were on the Dream.
Yep.
And then that was awesome. I actually think I enjoyed the brunch better than I did the dinner.
Well,
you couldn't taste dinner.
I did, because I ended up getting sick on the Magic. So I had all this wonderful looking food, and I could barely taste anything, if I could taste anything. But the brunch was really good, and they actually force you to eat because they insist, like, we were stuffed, and they're like, oh, you got to try the lasagna. And we're like, no, it's okay. We don't want you to waste it.
Getting ready to roll out on the floor.
Yeah, so they bring out this, they're like, no, it's okay. Then they bring out this huge lasagna. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, they're just going to throw it out. I mean, we took some, but I just felt so guilty wasting that food. But I guess they're going to throw it out anyway if they don't use it. So after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, Midlife Crazy is going to be there. Debbie Emanuel joined us. Welcome so much. She is a little bit north of us, California girl. So
awesome.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
It's getting a little warm in here. I might have to turn on the air.
Okay, go ahead and turn on the air. And then we'll segue into the next section. So we're going to talk about, well, I don't know if we finished it. So they have the dinner menu on it. It depends on the ship you are, how they do the actual party. Because on the Disney Magic, they did the fireworks and the Pirates in the Caribbean party before dinner. We had the second seating, but they did it before dinner. On the Disney Dream, I remember the fireworks show being after, and we had that too. We had the second dining because we went from dinner with the people that were at our table, and on the Dream, we went and we hung out with them with the fireworks that were going on
after dinner.
After dinner,
yeah. So Magic was before dinner,
and it was and the shows were a little bit different.
We had second seating for dinner.
So that's the cool thing, because if you go on a different Disney ship, you're not going to see the identical show. You're going to see a little bit of variation. In fact, I think on the Magic, they had more Mickey Mouse, and on the Dream, they had more Jack Sparrow as a show. I think
Disney's the only ship that can and has done fireworks off of their ship. And a little known fact is, or it might be a big fact, but the firework leftovers that like falls into the water actually is fish food. It turns into it's natural fish food for the sea life, so it's not polluting at all. Yeah, so that's cool.
So we'll show more of that video, what the pirate is, and they play like modern music, and they have the Disney characters dancing on stage, and then they end up with the fireworks show on it. So we'll show that in a couple of weeks. I'm hoping by then I'll have this new program nailed down that we can show that for you guys. If not, we'll have it soon enough that we'll be able to show experience of that. So
and you see Mickey coming down a big line from the top smokestack all the way down to get to the stage. So he's kind of like flailing around as he's going down. It's almost scary looking, but it's fun.
So we're going to go on to the next one, which is Marvel Day at Sea. So this will be...
which we've never done before.
We've never done.
We've seen it on video.
I found out a couple of things. Marvel Day at Sea and Star Wars Day at Sea are only done for a limited time. In fact, they only have 9 cruises in a year that each of them do. And Marvel Day at Sea is only on the Disney Magic. That's the only Disney ship that does it. I didn't put it on my notes. It goes in 2020. It's going from January 9th to March 9th. A total of 9 cruises during that window that they'll be offering it. Star Wars at Sea is only on the Disney Fantasy.
And we're doing that in February.
They also only have 9 cruises on that, and that's going on from January 4th, 2020 through February 29th, 2020. Our cruise is going to be February 1st, and that's when the Super Bowl is going to be the next day, so we're pretty excited about it. We've never had a chance to experience that.
We'll have to get decked out in some kind of Star Wars attire, not like a full-on costume, but, you know, something fun just to get in the spirit of it whenever they do their Star Wars night or whatever they call it. Is it a Star Wars night, like a Pirates night that they do?
So we'll go through and I have it brought up on there.
Gosh darn it, you got me excited for it already.
So let's go through, since you're not as excited about Marvel, we're going to go ahead and talk about Marvel.
We've seen the Marvel video, and it's cool and everything. I'll just leave it at that. Some of their acting and stuff is just a little...
All right, so let's see what they say about, as we're reading from the Disney Cruise website. It says, mighty encounters, brave photos, meet and greets, and training sessions with some of Marvel's greatest, including Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America.
Wow, you really had to pronunciate those names.
Well, obviously, since I can't speak.
Are you sure you didn't spike your own drink?
Thrilling entertainment. Witness a breathtaking superhero stunt show. Experience the mystic arts with Doctor Strange.
Would you like me to read?
And join Star-Lord and Gamora inside Fathoms, which is a bar. Is Fathoms.
Welcome, Kelly Houston.
Welcome. Action-packed activities. A movie marathon, a costume celebration, a unique youth club program are just some of the Marvel themes going on, happening on the ship. So we're going to try this to see if it works, guys, but this is a video that I don't know if you're going to hear it, so let us know if you are or not. They won't be able to see it, though. They won't be able to see it, but I looked at this earlier, and I think there's enough talking in there that you guys can explain them talking about it.
Explain it?
Yeah.
You mean that they can hear it?
Exactly. Wow. So we're going to try it with one. I know the Star Wars one is better, but we'll try it with this. What the heck? It's one of the fun things about not knowing what goes on. So you'll see our reactions to what we're watching.
Marvel Day at Sea is a wonderful collaboration between Marvel and Disney Cruise Line. On one action-packed day during special Disney Magic sailings, Marvel Day at Sea transports our guests to a new realm of possibilities when the Marvel Universe assembles on the ship. Character interactions take center stage on our Marvel Day at Sea cruises. You can fully immerse yourself into the Marvel Universe when you meet Marvel characters like Black Panther and Iron Man, Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot. During Marvel Day at Sea, the largest collection of Marvel superheroes and villains are all in one place on the Disney Magic. And that makes for an action-packed day in the Marvel Universe. Kids can experience once-in-a-lifetime opportunities in Marvel Superhero Academy. Families can get into the action with Doctor Strange when they behold the power of the mystic arts and they go on a battle in Dark Dimension in a show in the Walt Disney Theater. And then we save the best for last in an action-packed deck show where Marvel superheroes and villains face off in an exciting battle at sea. If you ever wanted to be in a Marvel battle, this is the place to be. What I love about Marvel Day at Sea is the interactive, the immersive, and how everybody gets involved. The participation level of the ship is unbelievable. It's really creating memories that last a lifetime.
That looks so awesome.
So, could you guys hear it?
Bob said, so it's a live reaction stream. All right, cut. More excitement, guys. Do it again. Okay, do it again. The best thing that I took out of that was the Groot costume. I love Groot, and the costume was awesome. And the Spider-Man was cool, too.
Not only that, I got to make sure I'm not shaking this. They have a special menu for the Marvel Day at Sea.
Oh, that's cool.
So, as always important.
Like what?
Well, let's find out what alcoholic drink they offer first. That one's,
Of course.
this one is called the Mark 7 and Smash. Those are just the children's. Oh, maybe that is it.
And they show Thor's hammer. I hope those aren't alcoholic and they're showing it for children. God.
That is a non-alcoholic drink.
Okay, good.
But some of the
Because it's
appetizers
very colorful for children.
are the Black Widow, which is a sliced smoked salmon on pumpernickel and cream cheese.
Can you share a link to that video Danny McGlone asked?
I can, Danny. I'll send it. I won't be able to do it on here, I believe, but I'll do it. I'll send you it on Messenger. The entrees, some of the things they have are the, what is that, Greg? You know that character's name. I don't.
Which one are you looking at?
This one.
Major.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's the hammer.
Oh, meatballs and pasta. And then you got roasted Scandinavian cod fillet. So they have different themed things, and I'm still trying to see what they might have. They have ricotta gnocchi. Specialty drinks. Here we are. They have oh, those are just, they're not fancy on there.
Disney does have 7-day cruise, Mary Ellen Shaw.
Yes, this one, the Marvel one, is a 5-night cruise because it's only on the Disney Magic.
The Star Wars one that we're going
Is
on
a
is
7-night
7-day.
one, correct?
Or 7-day, whatever.
So they have different stuff. They have a I'm trying to get some cool names. They have the, is that Avengers or is that Ravagers?
Ravagers, Devil's Food Cake, Awesome Mix Sundae, Bounty Hunter, Collector's Warm Apple Crisp. These are all desserts, by the way.
Yeah. So that's part of another thing of the event. Plus, in addition to that, they have the Pirate Night. So they have 2 nights where they have fireworks because this is going to have fireworks in the show on that. So that's pretty exciting to see Disney do a Marvel night, which it might be a while since we get to experience that because we've already been on the Magic.
Can't you go on that real quick and get the link and then copy and then paste it in?
I can try.
Go back into the thing and copy and paste it. Just
All right.
Yeah, open up another thing there.
Why don't you read the chat while I do some play around on here?
So D&H, Disney Nerd Herders, left for the night. Thank you, Disney Nerd Herders. Charlie left. I'm not sure who Charlie is by first name.
Charlie's from Disney Nerd Herders.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know everybody's names by heart, just their names from their YouTube channel. The Lucky Minute. Hey guys, Lucky Minute just came on.
Hey Amanda, thank you.
Let's see. Tom Henry, can we get Doctor Strange to take us back in time? Lucky Minute. Hey guys, Lucky Minute just came on.
Hey Amanda.
I thought, what the heck?
Sorry, I switched over to the one
Groundhog Day thought. Okay, so he means like it's a thought for Groundhog Day. So, we're trying to share the link.
Yeah, the link is shared. That will take you to the page that shows where the video is, and you just from there have to hit the video. It should work like that.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have our live one up now?
I have
There we
our
are.
one up.
Okay.
Yep. So we're good on there.
So hope everybody enjoys that video when they watch it and are as excited as we were. I'm being so sarcastic, sorry.
All right, let's catch up. Did we
Marvel is fun. It looks like it would be a fun cruise. Just when I was watching like their stage show and stuff, it is really more for kids and big kids at heart. It could have been a little bit more realistic, I guess.
our friend Disneyland Erica, who we had on the show a while ago, he actually, when we went on the Magic, he went like 2 weeks later after we did, and his cruise on the Magic was a Marvel cruise. So he shows a lot more of it. His channel is Disneyland Eric, and we'll actually put that in the link at the end of this. I'll put it back in the description if you guys are interested in that. But he does have some great content on the Marvel at Sea stuff. So he loves doing the character interaction. So he had a lot of them. The one that we are really excited for is Star Wars. So we are going to be going on the Star Wars. Now, we were a little bit disappointed because we were originally going to be going around November 9th this year on the Fantasy, and it was going to be a Christmas cruise. We have not had the opportunity to do a Christmas cruise. So we were really looking forward to it. We did a Halloween one, and we did and we were looking forward to that one. But things happened. We really couldn't afford it, so we pushed it back a little bit. But the good news is
we pushed it back 3 times now.
Well, we pushed it forward. We pushed it back because some of it was work related that we couldn't go during December. So
it was basically
we moved
just
it
things
around.
that we couldn't control.
Yeah, and so the good news is one, to make up for it, it's a Star Wars cruise, which is going to be awesome, and it's going to be during the Super Bowl. So when the Buffalo Bills make it into the Super Bowl, what better way than to celebrate the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl than being on the Disney Fantasy watching it with a little bit of a dilly-dilly.
Or drink your woes and woos away because they're not in the Super Bowl.
So
I'm joking.
We talked about the Star Wars Day at Sea is also on a limited time. It is on a 7-night cruise. It is only on the Disney Fantasy. It goes from January 4th, at least for 2020, January 4th, 2020 through February 29th, 2020. So with that, 2020. We have another video
that you cannot see. I'm sorry.
And we'll post a link on this one. This one's a little bit long.
We really need to find a way where you can see these videos.
That's what the project that I'm working on. So we will.
Well, or you could just play it on that and then just face it towards the camera.
We will in a few weeks. We're working on it. RobFuz is helping us out, so we'll be able to see this for you guys. But otherwise, this is another exclusive D&G Explorer reaction.
Bobby now, she said, put up a mirror.
A video to Star Wars Day at Sea. Boom, 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 boom.
What's up, guys? Andy and Anthony out here on the Disney Fantasy, and we are about to go crazy for Star Wars Day at Sea.
That's right. This is an entire day on the ship full of Star Wars characters, activities, and special events, and we are so excited to experience it all.
Yes, for being grown adults, we are very much like little children right now.
That's right. Let's go check it out. We have Tony Giordano with us here, who is a show director for Disney Cruise Line, and you have been doing Star Wars Day at Sea for 3 years now, started in 2016, yeah?
That's correct. 3 years. It's getting better every year.
Star Wars Day at Sea specifically is just jam-packed from beginning to end with Star Wars activities. Can you tell me what fans can expect when they come out here?
We try to cram as much as we can into one day of Star Wars. We love the fans, but we also love families and kids, so we have different levels of fandom. We really try to create this whole range of stuff.
What made you decide to come out to Star Wars Day at Sea?
I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life, and I wanted to share this with the kids.
What do you like about wearing a Leia costume?
That she's a princess.
That she's a princess? Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to come and do this and just have a lot of fun and just kind of be a kid again.
And be the better fan.
Actually starts the night before during our atrium takeover, and it starts the event. So it really gets that energy going of, oh my goodness, Star Wars has arrived. And then the next morning we go into the fun stuff like character meet and greets, Chewbacca, Darth Vader. Then we have tons of roaming characters like bounty hunters, lots of stormtroopers, and they may even arrest you sometimes.
Specifically you.
What did I do?
You're trouble.
We also have Star Wars Drawing Academy, where we have an artist teach the guests how to draw porgs.
I like your shading.
Thank you. I had wanted to give him a nice big fat belly.
Yeah.
I think plump porgs are the best porgs.
This year we also have Porgs on Board, which is this fun scavenger hunt where the Porg have come onto the ship and they're creating nests all around the ship. We have a new thing this year called the BB-8 races, where families race the BB-8 remote controls, and it's kind of like Thunderdome.
You are getting Anthony so excited right now. Said you had it, man.
It's just a game for kids. It's a kid's game, and it doesn't matter. And it was seconds ago, and I don't even know why we're talking about it because I'm not mad.
And then the whole event ends with this amazing extravaganza called Summon the Force, where we're going to bring out our favorite characters, and there's pyrotechnics and lightsabers, and it ends with this amazing fireworks show to all the iconic theme music by John Williams. So to have everyone, there's about 4,000 guests all on the deck celebrating Star Wars together. They have their lightsabers. There's no better way to end Star Wars, right?
Absolutely.
It's absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
What's up, guys? Andy and Anthony out here on the Disney Fan.
All right, guys.
We'll post that on Facebook for you guys.
Yep. If you can't get it through here, I did post them both on here. So
Ruth Voorhees is laughing, and Bob said, "Oh wow, the sights and sounds. Oh wait, the sounds. Yes, the sounds. Woohoo!" He said that he was just kidding, guys, but we know he was kidding.
all right, Greg. So because
Lightsaber fight, he said.
apparently I can't
Danny McGlone said, "It will end soon, Gregory. Hang in there." Yeah, I just wish you guys could see it. I mean, it looks a lot more fun than the Marvel one. I'm not sorry to say that. I love Marvel. I love Star Wars also, and this looks a lot more fun and interactive than the Marvel one.
Yes, I agree. And some of the cool things, they actually showed the BB-8 vehicles, or the little
Yeah,
things
the
that they're
race.
racing.
You get to race.
They're
them.
probably, they look like they're probably about like this big. So they're, why am I doing that where you can't see ourselves? They're probably about this big, and they were controlling them. They were in the atrium area where the statue is, and they were like, no, they're moving pretty cool. So seeing that, and then the
maybe the size that Bob has, the big BB-8 that Bob has.
Maybe
it could be that size.
But it was really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do on that, and just the character interactions. They have them throughout the day, where you can you'll go through certain spots like stormtroopers. They do the stormtroopers march, and you can get arrested. If you want to get arrested,
you can get arrested.
Do it on the Disney ship with the stormtroopers. But they have like Chewbacca. They have a lot of different characters that you can meet on there. So a lot of fun times. That would be probably the best character interactions I think that I would enjoy would be with this.
So you have to spend all that money to get on a Disney cruise ship for a Star Wars theme just to get arrested? When you can do it for free here at home? I'm just
It's a lot more money. Katie Burr's in.
Go outside
Welcome,
and
Katie.
do something and get arrested? Yeah. I'm just joking.
Katie Burr from Hawaii is here. Thank you.
Did Bob and Ashley said, did the head keep falling off? BB-8 is always losing his head here. No, they didn't lose their heads. And speaking of BB-8, actually, I was looking at Facebook yesterday, and there was a picture of a little boy in a wheelchair, and they turned it into a BB-8. Like the wheel had the body of BB-8, kind of like they took apart maybe the one that you have, Bob, the body part, and stuck half of it on the cap of the wheel, and then put the head on the top. And I don't know if the head stays while the wheels turn, but it looked really cool. So they kind of made it a Star Wars theme for him, and I thought that was really cool for him.
Welcome, Rob Souter. Thank you for joining us. So we currently have 24 people watching, which is good because we have some other YouTubers that are going on at the same time. So thank you guys for coming over and sharing time with us. We really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to us.
Yes, thank you. Pepper Tree Villa said, end up in the brig when you're arrested.
So we're at the point a little bit later than what we normally do, but it is time for the Spotlight channel. So for you creators out there who are...
Wow.
For you creators out there, please put that you are a creator so our other viewers can come check your channels out. Thank you again so much. Thank you, moderators, for welcoming other people into our chat and everything that you do for us. So thank you guys so much for that. You're about to say something before I get into it. So
yes, the lucky minute. Which ship has a Star Wars again? That's the Fantasy.
The Disney Fantasy is the only one that does that. Our Spotlight channel of the week is none other than Cargo 619. So if you guys are not familiar with Cargo, she is our friend to the north of the border.
She's
in Australia, in Canada.
No.
In Canada.
Get your area straight here.
Yes, and we've known her for quite a while, and we message her quite a bit on Facebook. She's become really close to us, but you know, when different times we've leaned on each other for different things, and she's been really supportive of us, not just of our channel, but for us personally, and she really means so much for us. So if you haven't had a chance, her channel is in the descriptions. She does Disney stuff. She does a lot of creative stuff. She makes these ears that are amazing. So please definitely check out Cargo. She's awesome, and has a great channel.
Yes, she is an awesome person. She makes lots of different arts and crafts and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, if someone can put her link in the chat, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that.
You started to say her car and then you stopped.
But for the creators, please, maybe what you're working on, what do you have coming up? Just, you know, maybe if it's a live show that you do, whatever you guys want to put in there to say that. So thank you guys, and thank you, Cargo.
So Cat Rose said, oh, what color lightsaber would you have? And I said mine would be blue. What color would yours be? Because blue is my favorite color, so.
I would get orange.
Orange, okay. I don't think they've ever had an orange lightsaber. That'd be cool. Ruth Voorhees said, how did you both do with the earthquake, and is your mom okay? It kind of felt like we were on a cruise ship. We were on the couch, and it was just kind of like going back and forth like this, and you can hear like the walls creaking a little bit, but our families are okay. Thank you for asking. It was really weird. I haven't felt an earthquake in a long time. The last one I really felt was 1989, and I was walking down the sidewalk and got pushed to the ground, and I luckily fell on someone's green lawn rather than the concrete. So
so where it was located from us, we're basically Fresno, but Bakersfield is 2 hours south of us. The earthquake was centered in Ridgecrest, which is an hour east of Bakersfield. So however the crows fly, we're probably closer, but driving down and then crossing, you're looking at 3 hours drive away. Obviously, as a crows fly, it's not as far. I think they felt it more in Los Angeles than what we did here, because there is a mountain range.
It was kind of a rolling earthquake, I
would say swing, because I started to get nauseous, and I'm trying to think, why am I feeling nauseous? Because I get motion sickness really easy. And I looked over at Greg, and Greg looked at me and said, Derek, and I said, we're having an earthquake. And it lasted for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Oh my God. Hang on to get a seatbelt or something.
It didn't last
for the couch. No, a rolling meaning like it came down or came up the valley is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and to me it was like a swaying. It was kind of, that's what got me sick. You were like swaying back and forth.
My lucky minute said I'll have a pink saber.
That would be awesome.
She'd have a pink saber. I don't think anyone's had a pink or an orange saber, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'm sure they have them now with the new Star Wars lands that have opened up.
Yeah.
So a little bit about some of the other stuff. There is a menu. We'll look at some of the cool stuff for that. Where are we here?
Well, that's at the 4th of July, so.
This one, I think it's in here. So let me look at it.
Maybe they'll have the blue and green milk from Galaxy's Edge, unless it's just a Galaxy's Edge premiere type thing.
One of the things that is cool is they show, like, this is from 2018. They showed all the movies they showed the Rogue One, and then Episode 1 all the way through, was that 8? They show all those during the time that you're on the ship. So
my gosh.
You can get really involved in the Star Wars scene by watching all those.
So
no, that's a marathon.
So wait, go back, please. So I have no idea what Born in China is, and then they got Cars 3, Coco, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Moana, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dim and Tono Tale. So they skip 1, they don't do 3. Then they do all the Star Wars, and they end it with Thor Ragnarok. Wow, that's a plethora of different movies there.
So if you guys didn't know, Disney does have an actual movie theater on ships, and they release, if a Disney movie has released that weekend, they will show it on the Disney ship at the same time that it's released out in the theaters. So it is an actual theater that Disney devoted space to that you could watch it, and whereas some ships you watch the movies on a balcony.
I'm not quite sure how Bob's saber would look, because he said a Knight Rider saber. I mean, it sounds awesome, it would be like, but how was that again?
And then we have for the dinner menu. Now this menu looks, I wish you guys could see it. This is from the Disney Cruise Line blog. You get a lot of information from it, but what I like to look at is their personal navigators, which is the paper that you get that tells you everything that's going on. But it says Star Wars Voyage Through the Galaxy, but some of the stuff they have, the specialty drinks is Galaxy in a glass, which is only $6.50. That's really good for an alcoholic drink.
Shipwreck vanilla rum, mango non-fat yogurt smoothie, coconut cream, strawberry smoothie, Odwalla Sea Monster.
And then what is that? Planetoid Punch.
Yeah,
that's a
not
non-alcoholic.
alcoholic.
So we'll skip that.
That's non what?
Non-alcoholic.
I thought you said something else.
But
My gosh, this is really hard to see because it's so dark on the page.
there, you have the marinated OPC killer, which is a dill marinated shrimp on an iceberg lettuce, Jar Jar Binks New York chowder, Gungan City dumpling soup. So a lot of fun stuff just with the different themes that they have that you can get more involved in it. And this is, again, a dinner that they have specifically for that. Other than that, some of the theming that they have for, we talked about the Halloween. We've already kind of talked about that. They do also have different stuff for the Disney cruises. What we looked into, they have like gingerbread houses building it. You can meet Santa. Santa will be on the Disney ships specifically just to help Mickey Mouse out. But there's some great photo opportunities with that. DisLyfeOfOurs have done, DisLyfeOfOurs has done videos on a holiday Disney cruise. So definitely check their vlogs out on what they offer on there. But it's really cool. It is, again, another firework at sea show, and they shoot snow up in the air with the fireworks.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I don't know what
I was going to say, I didn't know about that, but it wouldn't be snow. It'd be like confetti snow because that stuff would be gone before it even hit the air with fireworks.
But Greg, what are some of the things that they offer during the festivities? And I'll make this a little bit larger.
Mickey's Tree Lighting Magic Ceremony, Mickey's Winter Wonderland Ball, Deck the Deck Tropical Holiday Party, Santa Claus Meet and Greet, Disney Character Greetings, Gingerbread House, Story Time with Mrs. Claus, themed activities with crafts for kids, youth parties, holiday merchandise, and that's it. We did the Halloween one on a Dream, and that was really cool because they have a huge Halloween tree, and it was only a 3-day cruise. But they start with the story, and it's a bare tree, and then the next day, I believe there's pumpkins that make it look like they grow. They're jack-o'-lanterns, and then the day after that is when they finish the story and it all comes to life. So it's really cool.
Well, we went on a 3-night cruise.
Actually recorded it, but we never posted it.
No, we went on a 3-night cruise, so that was incredibly fast. On a longer one, like our friends are going on a 7-night Halloween cruise on the Wonder out of California, that would be a lot more spread out on it. But also just to go along with the holiday thing.
Well, I was going to say MLB Destinations is going on their first Christmas Disney cruise this year, and they're going on the Disney Dream. So excited. That's awesome. And we were supposed to do the Fantasy Christmas, and then that got pushed, and then it got pushed again. And now it's February. So
some more things for the for Christmas time on December 24th and 25th. These additional treats: cookies on Christmas Eve, special holiday towel animals, caroling with the kids and crew, and then holiday cheer at Disney Castaway Cay, which is Disney's own private island. A winter wonderland awaits you on board each ship. As on Disney Castaway Cay, our private island paradise is transformed with snow flurries. See, they do have snow. A Christmas tree and more. Be on the lookout for Mr. and Mrs. Snowman dressed in their island attire. Plus, the island team is decorated to resemble reindeer, complete with antlers and tail.
Well, they'll make it look like it's snowing, but you made it sound like they were going to shoot the fireworks off with snow coming out, too.
I was just joking.
I would think that'd be really awesome to do a Christmas one because you know that whole ship is going to be smelling like fresh baked gingerbread. And they should pump that smell out through the whole ship because I love the smell of gingerbread, and that would smell really good and Christmassy.
And whereas the days at sea for Star Wars and Marvel are only offered on a couple ships, these are all on Disney the 4 Disney ships: the Magic, the Wonder, the Dream, and the Fantasy. They all celebrate the holiday on it.
Lucky Minute said, so are the Christmas-themed cruises during the holidays or just the week of Christmas? I think they start from November and go through December. They don't do it the week of Christmas, I don't think.
They do it.
Do they?
After Christmas?
Not the week of
Yes,
Christmas.
they do. Because on there, what
Do
I
they?
read, it said on the 24th and the 25th.
Oh, well, the one that we were gonna do, I thought I looked at it and I didn't think that they did, but I
Yeah,
guess they are.
when we would have gone, it would have been on it. They also, and I believe it was Bob and Ashley had mentioned that the New Year's cruise is fun to do too. They do a special New Year's Eve dinner for that. I looked at the menu, and to be honest, I really didn't see anything that was that special in terms of, you know, that they might not offer on another cruise. And then they also do like a specialty 4th of July dinner. They also do a Thanksgiving dinner too.
We weren't gonna go on the Christmas cruise like during Christmas.
No, but it's still considered a Christmas
Yeah,
cruise.
yeah.
So they do. I mean, we're talking Disney. So when we went on the Halloween cruise, I believe it was September 18th. And that was the second or third Disney cruise. In fact, the ships all don't start at the same time. It depends what ship, but some of them start earlier than others. I think the Dream was one of the earlier ones that they offered the Halloween cruises at that time. But it's pretty cool to see the transformation. We watched a video on that basically between when one set of passengers disembark and how quick they get the ship redecorated when they transform it to the holiday ones. It's really cool on how they do that. So Greg, anything else on the chat?
Just that they're talking about, let's see, Pat Rose is a place in Old Sacramento that has Dole Whip, but sell it by weight. Pepper Tree Villa has gone there before. They were also talking about rum Dole Whip, which that sounds good as well. Adventures of David and Aaron said rum Dole Whip, now you're talking. So that sounds good, actually.
Ruth said, what do they offer on, what costumes do they wear? So I'm thinking that she's asking what the character is in. They just show them in like a very traditional, like the holiday plaid. Like I'm looking at a picture now with Minnie, and she has a plaid bow on her. She has
and a plaid dress.
Very
Lots
traditional Christmassy. Mickey Mouse basically has his red pants, black shirt, but he also has the red and green plaid vest with a green bow tie. And then you have, they show Goofy in a Santa outfit and Chip and Dale in scarves and a holiday hat on there.
If you go to disneycruise.disney.go.com, you can see all these pictures and lots more information as well if you're interested in going.
Yeah, I would imagine this is going to be more of a family-oriented one, the Disney cruise or the Christmas cruise. I would imagine it would be more family-oriented with the different events that they have going on.
Whenever you do go to a Disney cruise, or actually any cruise for that matter, you should be able to find a group on Facebook for that specific cruise time frame that you can join, so that you can meet people that are going on the cruise. For Disney, they do fish extenders. They also do, you can get different magnets and things for your doors, which we've always done. It just makes it more special and more fun. You don't see a lot of people doing that on a non-Disney cruise. It's more for the Disney cruises. It just makes it a lot more fun and special. So,
yep. Also, who else is coming on a little bit later tonight, just to give them a shout out, is I'm not sure if they started it yet, but I know the Claykowskis, which is a cruising channel, they were talking about going live at 9 o'clock Eastern. And then we also have Dis and That, which is a combination of 4 channels, which is Steve's World, if I can remember them all, Zippity Doodad, the Shep Family, and Dave and Brandy. Wait, that's Excursions. Brandy and Dave. There's a Disney and Cruise channels, which are opposite, and sometimes it confuses me, but they have good shows, fun time. So they come on at 9:30 Eastern time. So they'll be on a little bit later tonight. Steve was in here earlier, so thank you for joining. And we have Jim from More Sunshine Plays, which sounds like he is at home.
Jim.
Thank you, Jim, for joining us.
He must be really exhausted with all that driving, so thank you for taking your time to come in here and say hi to everybody and us.
Yes, thank you so much. And do you guys have any other questions on, I know, I believe it was a Lucky Minute was asking do you dress up for? We dressed
For what,
up
Halloween?
Halloween. We
Oh,
dressed
yeah.
up as Superman. Or Superman. Yeah, Superman.
Well, yeah, I was Superman and you were Robin.
Yeah.
It was our favorite Disney. It was our favorite superheroes, even though it was a pirate night. But people, because it was Halloween time, they dressed up as Halloween, characters that they want to be for Halloween.
We have Sharon at Sea that came in. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
So Jamie, I'm not sure if that's you, but I know they were on same time we were on Alana Zingano's show. Alana did her 10,000 subscriber giveaway or celebration. So congratulations, Alana, and thank you so much for coming over, Sharon at Sea. So I know it's tough when you're doing a show, but for you to come over, it shows a lot to say hi to us. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So, because we're talking about sea stuff, and I showed you this picture yesterday, but there's a guy on Facebook that has been doing Disney characters for a long time. So this is like a shout out to him. I don't know if he even goes on YouTube. Excuse me, but his name is Joo Skellington, Skellington, and because they're supposed to do a Little Mermaid remake kind of live action movie, he did a picture with somebody that played Ursula, not Ursula, but Ariel. But believe it or not, he is actually Ursula. So if you can see that right there, that's actually him in that Ursula costume. And if you go to his Facebook, he does all kinds of other Disney characters and villains. He's very talented, but I just thought we're talking about seas and cruising, so but that's kind of scary. But it's really cool too. So I just thought I'd give him a little shout out. But that's really awesome.
So in a couple of weeks, we will be hopefully showing that video. Hopefully I'll have that new program now that I could start showing you some of the videos of what our pirate night looked like. We'll do a lot more in that. I've actually started to condense a video specifically for that so I can show it. So you won't hear audio and not see a visual like you did tonight. That was just a teaser. Obviously it wasn't us, but so that's something to look forward to coming up. We are looking forward to a Star Wars Day at Sea in next February. So that is going to be a unique experience. And they also have
AGC Magic TV.
Welcome. They also have BB-8 there. BB-8 will be on the ship. So a character meet and greet. I might be in that line over and over and just keep going back through to see BB-8.
We both like BB-8, and if they have a Porg, that'd be cool too. I thought of a bad joke where are they going to be like serving porg for dinner? Because I've seen so many jokes on Facebook about porgs and people liked them and people didn't like them. I thought they were cute. They were kind of like a cross between a seal and an otter kind of thing, but they just made really cute sounds and flapped their little penguin-looking arms. So, but yeah, I think it'll be cool.
Our buddies Florida Fanatics showed up, I had a chance to meet them in Las Vegas when they were doing the EDM. So if you guys haven't seen their EDM blogs on the electronic dance music from Las Vegas at the Raceway, definitely check them out. Awesome. They were awesome to spend some time with. AGC
Florida
Magic
Fanatics
TV
came on too.
That's what I just said.
Oh, Florida Fanatics, sorry. I'm looking at AGC Magic TV as well, and they were apologizing for being so late.
Yeah, thank you for coming by. I was going to say, there was a comment from Ruth Voorhees, who's no longer Voorhees. She made a comment about YouTube. She wants to see a vlog with you two and NYC Rocks, or a meetup. So
with you two?
You two. So I'm assuming for us.
Oh, it's like, wait, you two the band, or what? I'm out of it. It's been a long day at work.
So we
sorry.
are actually going to meet up with Danny McGlone. I was going to see Danny Voorhees. My gosh, I must be tired too. And I had the day off. So we are
Wow.
planning on meeting him up. We're unfortunately
We're
not
just
going
all
to have a
kinds of fun
whole lot of
today.
time because we're flying in the night before. This is when we go in September on our NCL Escape cruise. We're flying in on the 21st. We're going to get in at LaGuardia around, I think it's like 7:40 is when we land. So we figure we won't be to the hotel, which is the Skyline Hotel, which is in the Manhattan on the island. We probably won't be ready to go until 10 o'clock, but we're meeting them. And there's 4 other people, which are our friends from the Traveling with Bruce family, as far as we know. That would be Tom Henry, that would be Cool Jazz, that would be Swan. And also we're hoping Paul Wilgus can make it. And we are hoping, crossing our fingers, that we can also meet Marilyn and Frank from NYC Rock. So that might be a large party going around, but Times Square, we've never been. So we're looking forward to hanging out with them as much as we can. When we come home, we're probably just going to go right back to the airport and wait till we leave because we don't really have plans. But we're traveling with my mom, and it's a little bit harder to
When we come back to New York.
when we come back to
I was like, wait, what?
on the 29th, which is my birthday. But yeah, Sharon as he says yes, Bono, NYC Rocks.
Rude voice and laugh out loud. I love you guys.
So we are going to have a meet and greet. So that would be definitely a fun thing to do. So it's always nice to meet up with people, and we're looking forward to that. And that's also the cruise that we're going to be hanging out with, Cruising with Wills. Now, we don't have a whole lot set and planned. We know we're going to interact and meet at some point. I have a feeling it's going to be later at night, so we can have a little bit of conversation with YouTube and a little bit of dilly-dilly. But
you probably will have more dilly-dilly than I will.
But there's also some other people that we know that are going on the cruise through that we've met through YouTube. So it's always exciting when you do get to meet some of the people that subscribe to you. So it's going to be fun. We're looking forward to that. But I think that's about it. Greg, do you have anything else that you want to share? As you move the camera around for a squirrel
That
moment?
wasn't a camera. No, I think that wait, can't wait to see vlogs of you two in New York or you two.
MLB Destinations, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. And definitely check her videos out. I've been watching her videos too, so check her out. She's, I think, got to 100 today. So if she hasn't, definitely subscribe to her. Get her over 100.
I think everything that we went over was good. Side notes, as far as upcoming movies, don't forget Lion King is coming out soon. And then they also just released a few days ago the Mulan teaser trailer and also a full-length Maleficent, Mistress of the Dark, I believe it's called, full trailer, which I haven't seen that one yet. So there's a lot of good movies coming out, and then Frozen, of course, and Star Wars later on in the year. So being that this is a Disney Cross cruise kind of show tonight, so.
Very good. Yes, Ruth Voorhees says NYC Rocks is a classy channel and so humble. We really like them a lot. Meryl and I actually chat quite a bit, and we're actually working together on a project. They are going on the Symphony of the Seas in a week. Not this, oh, it might be this weekend. No, the 20th, I believe. The 20th is when they're going. Yes, the 20th. So we are excited for them. Our group cruise is going to be on the Symphony of the Seas. That is next a year in September 2020. So we're going to get a chance to really see what Symphony of the Sea offers, as well as a lot of other YouTubers have been on the Symphony of the Seas. So we're getting a chance to get some good insight on it. But definitely check out NYC Rocks, you guys, if you haven't already, and as they get prepared for their Symphony of the Seas cruise. But other than that, you guys, I don't know if we have anything else. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. One last thing, More Sunshine Please is so close to 100 400 subscribers.
You're going back, Jim, to 100.
Definitely.
Sorry,
if you haven't had a chance to check Jim out, please check his channel out and subscribe. We just had Magic Kingdom Princess come in. Thank you so much for joining us.
There is with the Little Mermaid remake, I did see that there was another person. I don't know the person's name now. I would have to look it up, but they did cast the role of Scuttle, and it looks like it'll be a female actress doing the voice, but I don't know if it's going to be a female character or if she changed her voice in a certain way to play a male Scuttle. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they did cast a female to play the role. So they might just be changing it to a female Scuttle, which would be kind of interesting too. So as the cast is starting to get made, I'm still really interested to see who's going to play Ursula, Queen Latifah, and also Prince Eric. So we'll see who's going to play those two main characters as well as it comes up.
One last thing, I don't know, I could forget this. Bob, I think Bob is leaving, so thank you, Bob and Ashley, for joining.
Thank you, Bob. Have a good night.
Sharon at Sea has done their Symphony of the Seas vlogs too. I don't know how I could forgot that. And Jamie was wearing a Dilly Dilly shirt. So I found out where they bought them. So don't be surprised if on one of our live shows you might see us wearing a Dilly Dilly shirt.
You can buy them at Kohl's.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And I think that's it, you guys. So anything you want to say? Last thing?
No.
All good?
Everybody have a nice night. Thank you for joining.
And as Walt Disney says,
we are just getting started. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.